So what's up? Welcome back to a brand new video. Real quick, I just want to get right into it. Let's just jump into this and power on through. Here's why you should not buy the Corvette, the C8 Corvette, the brand new Corvette. And just so that I don't get any comments later, guys, this is a joke. All right, so but let's get right into it. First off, TJ Hunt likes it, and if you buy it, then that means you're copying TJ Hunt. Don't copy him. Why would you copy TJ Hunt? He's such a cool dude, and you're just here ripping him off by liking the same cars he likes. So don't do that. All right, that's weird. And secondly, number two, letter B. So Corvette is made by Chevy, and Chevy's a car company who obviously knows how to make cars, right? And if you look historically, every Corvette they've ever made has had the engine in the front of the car, and now they've decided to move that engine to the middle. Like they've advertised it as a mid-engine sports car, and why? Like, it makes no sense. If you put the engine in the middle of the car, like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen engines, but engines are about like that, like they're big, you know, they're big. So if you put the engine in the center of the car, like, where are you gonna sit? Like, you sit close to the center of the car. Like, here's where I sit, driver's seat. Imagine the engine being right here. My armrest would be gone. Why? Like, did they not think about that before designing this thing? And plus, you know, like, I'm not like an engineer or anything, but like, I do know the engines can get a little hot, you know, and like enough to make you uncomfortable. And if the engine is inside the middle of the car, then it's gonna be hot. And I mean, I get it, you know, they're obviously, this car was designed for people who live in colder climates, you know, like Canada, you know, the top of Texas, you know, like some of the northern states that tend to be kind of cold sometimes. But if it's a cold climate, then there's ice, and this car is rear-wheel drive, which means you're not going to have traction. I mean, guys, think about it. Come on, like, seriously, think about one of the best cars out there. Which one comes to your mind? The Honda Civic, right? Obviously, Honda puts their engines in the front of the car because that's where engines go. Like, I can't possibly be making this up. And then let's see. Yeah, History Channel has taught me that Chevy has tried making a mid-engine car before, and they scrapped the idea. It seems like back in the day, they might have actually thought about it for the second and thought that maybe this was a bad idea. And honestly, just seeing that now Chevy is bringing back that design, they're honestly, at this point, they're really just scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's disappointing, you know, because the C7 Corvette was an amazing car, and where did it have the engine? In the front. It makes sense. Man, it makes me angry just thinking about this. But let's move on to number three. And so this car actually is going to have a front lift kit, which no car has front lift kits, you know, like it's obvious. Okay, so it just makes sense that if you want a car with clearance, make your car taller. Again, back to, like, you know, the best car out there, the Honda Civic, it doesn't need a front lift kit because they just made the car taller, right? Like, that makes sense. If you want a car that's not going to scrape, buy a Honda Civic. Like, why make it so complicated? And here's the thing, they talked a lot about putting a front lift kit on this car. Where's the back lift kit? So you're just gonna lift the front car over a bump, and then you have to get out of the car and lift the back yourself? Like, honestly, this is such a money-making scheme. Because obviously, here's what they do. They don't include a spare tire kit on the car anymore, because they put a trunk in the back and the front, but neither of them can fit a tire. And if there's no spare tire kit, there's no jack. So not only do they only give you the front lift kit, you have to go and buy your own separate jack to jack up the back of the car. Like, it makes perfect sense. Honestly, like, it's a money-making scheme. Obviously, they've looked at you know, companies like EA and how successful they've been with their DLC. So as a company man, I understand this, but honestly, as a consumer, I feel cheated. And I mean, Chevy obviously sells their spare tire kits very expensively. My recommendation, if you're gonna buy this car, which I really suggest that you don't buy this car, go on Amazon and buy the cheapest spare jack that you can. You're gonna save yourself some money. I mean, you know, obviously you don't care about money since you're buying this car, but I can't tell you what to do with your own money. Number 4, because we're at number 4 now, it doesn't come with a manual option. So with this car not having a manual option, obviously they're trying to send a message. They're no longer trying to make a car for the masses, make a car for, you know, something's going to be easier for multiple people to drive and not just the people who can afford, you know, automatic transmission cars. But, you know, it's obvious that they don't like automotive enthusiasts. They don't like us. They don't want us to be buying their cars. This car was specifically designed to alienate our consumer base. You know, like, it's obvious if they're not including a manual. And, you know, Toyota did the same thing. Toyota didn't make the Supra a manual, and obviously they don't like us. So I think this is just the ongoing trend, and that's why I keep telling people, buy a Civic. The Civic has a manual option, which means it's a real car for real people. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I mean, even the best of the best car people understand the simple concept. If it's not a manual, it's transportation. And that's because they don't want people to have a car that drives with a stick. I don't know. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Chevrolet. I'm just gonna go and buy another Civic. Yeah, just. All right. In all seriousness, I genuinely do like this car. You know, I kind of only made this video because if you guys watched my previous video, I really did complain about like the back of the C8 Corvette not looking super good and looking like it came off of a Camaro. And I still think that. I still do think it looks like the back of it, like it should be the back of the Camaro, but honestly, it's actually a really good looking car. Seeing it now in person, the performance of it and everything, it looks like a really, really, really good car. And the only thing stopping me from buying this car is the ugly, I'm kidding. I want one. I really do. If I had the dough for it, I totally would buy one. It really is the supercar for the masses. So whereas, you know, Tesla's working to get electric cars for everyone, Chevy releases a mid-engine Corvette for under $60K starting price, and this is honestly the kind of car that we should have more of, you know? Well, I mean, I understand why we don't, but I'm one of those kids who grew up really wanting like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari and like thinking that it was so wild that cars could have, you know, like the engine in behind you and stuff like that. And seeing Chevy do this with their Corvette, it's literally the most affordable supercar ever, you know? So really is a great car. So yeah, guys, the video was a joke. Please don't blow up my comments saying how much of an idiot I am, because I know I don't need that kind of positive reinforcement. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do watch my other video, which will be somewhere, because since I'm a YouTuber, I have to forget where the videos go, even though I'm going to be the one recording it and posting it. So I know where I'm going to put the link to the video, but I guess let's just pretend for now, because I need views. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Watch my next video, or my other video. I'm going to be releasing these two videos about the same time. I'm probably going to record them today as well. I'm going to talk about reasons why you should definitely actually buy this car. So if you want to see why you should buy this car, even though I'm sure everyone else is already doing that for you, watch my next video. So thank you. Like this video, subscribe. If you don't like this video, watch it again. You'll eventually fall for me and fall in love, and you're gonna watch every single video I ever post, because I have that effect on people. So, and peace.